Hello. We are finally back to working on that. We're pretty excited about it. My dad bought his Nova and he had it in the garage before we part working on it, so there wasn't a whole lot of room to have this in there. So we let her sit here and rot, sadly. But now we're gonna hopefully get it fired up, see how it goes. We got a 460 engine back here sitting in the bed of it. We put their jumper box on it. I don't even know that this battery's any good. See how the oil, I'm pretty sure this motor's good. Yeah, doesn't leak any oil. So we're gonna try to get the doors working. We've had the parts for a while. Get the turbo on it. Get a radiator in it once all the rest comes. This here. All right. I've discovered a million times with this thing that if we don't have all these boots on, it does not want to start. And it all right there. There's one spot for a bad connection. Of course, we're gonna get all this jived in better, hopefully. Yeah, heck with it, close enough, hopefully. If it ain't starting, oh shit.
Turbo has plenty of water in it.
Huh. All right, that's good for it. It still spins. It still spins. Let's see if it's gonna start. All right. To stop it because we don't have no brakes.
Okay.
Everything appears to run and sound fine. Fine enough. charging. Yep, shows that we're charging. Alright. Now, it ain't been ran. We put that jumper box on it. It ain't been ran in how many months has it been, Wyatt? A minute, ain't it?
Yeah.
Couple, 2, 3, 4, I don't know. So we're gonna let it run here till it gets hot. We don't have no radiator. Let it run till it gets hot on the gauge, or right to its normal temperature. And we're gonna continue on the video so this battery starts up a little bit. Here we are back at it. Wyatt's setting up the GoPro of us tearing all this stuff off his motor and everything. It's actually the very next day. We ended up not messing with it last night because it's kind of dark and cold. So we're finally back at it today. About to get all this stuff tore off the motor so we can fit this turbo down in there. We're going to start getting all this junk out of the way, get all this out of the way, and all this antifreeze, AC stuff out of the way. I really don't know what all else we'll take off for sure because we want room over there for the turbo. But anything extra that we can afford to have off, take it off, get this radiator out the way. Maybe get this core support pulled out. Probably going to pull this bumper off to give us more room, because it's stopping us from being able to reach quite as easy because we added all the space. Drop something?
Yeah.
Put it on the window.
Yeah.
What would Clayton say? Idiot! Alright, well, we're about to be getting at her, so you guys stay tuned. We got all this stuff ripped off. We'll tune back in with you guys and see what the turbo quality is going to be. All right, how long do you think we messed with it, Wyatt? 20, 30, 40
Yeah,
minutes, something like
30.
that? We got most of it all pretty much torn up. See inside here, we got plenty of room to fit this turbo now. Plenty of room. There. So we're gonna do a little more cutting out. Probably gonna cut the exhaust off of it. Of course, we gotta reroute it for the turbo. I don't know exactly what all we are doing yet. Still left on it because we want it to be as right as it can be. Get all this extra junk out of the way, and of course we weren't gonna waste y'all's time. That's why we got a little GoPro thing there. Gonna speed up the footage for y'all. Just checking in with y'all for a minute here. We got this side tore out for the turbo. I think over there is probably as good as it's gonna get. So now we're just going to keep on continuing, get the exhaust off, and start figuring out how this thing is going to stay right here. We are at the point of having all this junk here pretty much off that we can tell. We are going to see if it'll still run or not. So we'll plug this back in, because I know it won't run without that. Is it even the right plug? No, it's, yeah. No, it's not. Where is the right plug? Right. All right. That should be the first thing. We pulled off some vacuum lines. I'm not sure if that's going to cause it any issue or what it's going to do, but we're going to give a quick test trial and see here. Get the battery popped back in it. So I guess now we know what we can eliminate, because before when we'd been trying to crank this thing, the this intake would come off like this, like right here, because it was not tight, and then it wouldn't let it start. So now then we had to keep cramming it together to get it cranked. So I thought we'd certainly have to keep that, but I don't guess we do. So, but we'll keep it just in case. We're gonna we'll get this off. These vacuum lines here, I assume they don't matter, so we can get them off. We pulled a lot more than this one. So now I guess if it doesn't start again, we'll know it's because of that one. After doing some plotting and planning here, we think we got an idea on how this thing's gonna mount. I would describe it to y'all, but it's just, I'll just build it, make it, and then show you, because Wyatt's still over here trying to figure it out, so I can only imagine through a video. What we have going here is this turbo is going to sit like that. Or well, that piece was going to mount to the frame. Turbo is going to be up on top of it. And then this piece is going to run out of it. It's like a glove. I thought I made that too long. I did. I didn't count for that. Remember we measure height? Shoot, now I got it that too tall. Be alright. There like that. And that part will sit in the turbo. You got a flange made. This flange goes right on there like that. We're about to cut out a circle, put this piece through there, you know, and then it's gonna feed into there. Stay tuned. Here we are, finally. Got the exhaust hooked up to it. Got it matted now. Of course, I get it's kind of ugly on there. We're gonna try to improve on it. It's stout enough. Right now, it's just all temporary. Got all our junk, but they do the first fire up. See if we can get it to go. Hopefully our battery's charged, because I guess our jump box is completely dead. That's a bum. Oh, nope. Oh, yep. That's a bummer. So, we'll have to give her a try and see. Well, we need something for power.
There's the battery that's in that thing, but it's small too.
Get that one booster thing, whatever that big box is that plugs in. All right, hit it. Hit it. Well, hang on. We finally got her fired up from playing with that box and everything, and it's not spooling, but we're also not drawing through the motor, you know, because we're trying to avoid shoving boost through it too soon. You know, it's spinning some, but not quite enough. We feel like we might need to be sucking through here to be able to get it to spool, you know, actually spool instead of just barely turn a little. So we're going to try it again some more tomorrow when we get more piping. For now, that is going to be all. We're going to continue this all in one video, so we're done for the night, and we'll finish her up tomorrow, or do more, I should say.